people growing up in the low income areas, especially in the city of Houston or any city, low income city, we learn a different type of survival growing up. So how does survival mode look for underprivileged kids that don't have much?
Survival mode, that's for underprivileged kids?
Yeah, so ones that come from where we come from.
That's going to school every day knowing you're gonna get talked about behind your back by certain people.
Based off of what you wear.
Based off of but you know you don't necessarily want to react to it because you already considered kind of bad or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what survival mode is, or coming home, going straight to a parent who really don't understand how to be a parent because they really never had that type of guidance either, and all they want to do is scream at you and beat on you.
Yeah, that's definitely underprivileged. Underprivileged to me is really coming from that neighborhood where nobody knows what success is. Nobody knows what making it to where you want to be in life looks like. That's underprivileged to me. And then that kid is left on their own to figure out how to get there, knowing damn well nobody around them does.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how a lot of us was raised up too. Luckily, some people make it out. Not all do though.
True. What about those kids that's in the Cadies, the Woodlands, the Conroes, and
they have
the Heights.
That's a completely different upbringing, and that doesn't even factor in. We're not talking about race. That's just upbringing.
Yeah.
When you in a certain area, put it like this: when we went to school at MacArthur, how many of our parents was putting money into the school for as far as
booster
sports
clubs?
We didn't have that. When y'all remember when I went to Klein Oak? It was going down over there.
Time ball?
Yeah. When I was at Klein Oak for 3 months, I seen a big difference, and it was that shit just was shocking to me. I was like, oh no, I gotta get back over there with my people. You know what I'm saying? People really skateboard in the hallway, bro. I didn't know this in school.
Yeah, it looks a lot different. So and that's why I feel like they don't know what survival looks like, because everything is practically given to them. We didn't have any, like, and school is the best way to look at it, because we had booster clubs, but we had to go wash cars and do fundraisers.
Yeah, we had to raise our own money.
Yeah, raise our own money to get what we needed.
But see, y'all see how y'all just said we had to do this, When I was at Klein Oak, we had to do it too. But the difference is how you brought up. Yeah. If your parents aren't bringing you up to understand like this, you know, y'all school is coming together to raise this money for y'all sporting event, for y'all's team, or for whatever it is. If the parents ain't making you do it, you're not gonna do it. I wasn't being made to do that, but when I seen it going on, I actually did it because I'm in that school. Yeah. And so, but at MacArthur, my pops wasn't telling me go out here and sell this candy.
Give him the candy and let him sell something for you.
That wasn't going on. Pops, I got this candy to sell. Just give me one. I'm gonna
give one on credit.
I'm gonna test it out for you. You know what I'm saying? You might buy 2 or 3. Y'all know how we used to do it. We used to sell the candies in the school to the kids and stuff, bro. Taking it to the parents.
Throw an extra 25 cents on there.
Yeah. Right.
What? You gotta make that profit.
Right.
That's interest, baby.
Candy bar be at $2. We said, hey, I got a deal going on.
Cool. For real.
It's $3. Everybody else selling it for $5. I'm trying to get you right.
See how we doing? We moving the product right here.
Yeah. So since we did grow up in that survival mode and we know what it takes to maneuver and move on our own, do we have the upper hand over the kids who are privileged and can't really get introduced to that survival mode?
I would say yes and no at the same time, because, like I say, we was born into that survival mode. That's what we know. Yeah. With them, it's something that they would have to learn or something. Like, we learned it, but we was born into it. We thought it was the norm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have the resources. We doing it we doing some of the same stuff they doing now without the resources.
So that's true.
The way I see it, I look at it just how he said it, as a gift and a curse, because even though a lot of people are born into survival mode and a lot of people aren't born into survival mode, now it takes a certain type of capacity and mindset to make it.
Yeah.
When you're born into survival mode, you know, you gotta actually grind harder than the person who isn't. Yeah. You gotta go harder, because just like me, went to the pen. It was hard. It's hard. It's hard when you're trying to figure out life. That's just hard, period, for anybody across the board. And then trying to figure it out without the tools that you need, like, and not understanding this is the route I need to take because it's not gonna cause me so much pain in the long run. Yeah. Man, that's not what a lot of us was born with and given as we got older, and that's what a lot of us needed.
Yeah. Cause I know when we used to go to track meets and shit, and when we had a track meet at Rice one time, and you know, like, obviously we in the middle of West University, and it's just like all these big nice houses, and then we got the Woodlands coming, we got Katy coming, we got Morton Ranch coming, we got all these Memorial, Stratford. And I'm looking at these black kids that's at these schools. I'm like, bro, y'all have no idea what it's like to really be black. And that's how I was feeling at the time, because like y'all wouldn't know how to survive at MacArthur. Y'all wouldn't know how to survive at like walking past Haverstock. Like y'all would have no idea how to interact with people from a lower standard, like, or considered to be a lower standard. And I envied them to a certain extent, only because I don't know what their family life was like. I mean, their family could have been from 5th Ward, 3rd Ward, anything, and they just did better, and they could be getting best of both worlds, white people and black people. But from the outside looking in, I'm like, bro, I could literally punch you in your face right now and take your shit, and you wouldn't know how to react.
But see, and then when you think about it, it's like, why are we mad at that person though? Why is that even a factor?
We have no reason.
Because look, just like you said, his parents might have been from the hood.
Yeah.
Just like you grow up in the hood.
Yeah.
We grow up in the hood, bro. Like this, if your parents from the hood and they make it out and give you a better life, that's what they supposed to do. Yeah. So, but us as kids coming up, we don't see that. Mm-hmm. All we see is a better life, and we like, damn, why we ain't living like that?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what kids is. That's like why parents have to be there and show them and teach them certain things and certain values. And that's what I do with my son every day. I every time I talk to him, I let him know, like, this is what's going on. This is what I talk to my son.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I was missing too, because just jumping off the bus in the middle of all these rich white folks, like,
you know, I got some successful people in my family, so when I used to go out to Pearland, and you know, they got big ass houses out there, so I go stay the weekend out there, and like the kids out there, I would tell them stories about the shit we do, and like they just couldn't believe, man, the shit that was going on back. You know, they like, y'all was doing that for real? Like, they only saw that shit in movies. Like, nah, we was really doing that. And we did it for fun.
For no reason.
For no reason.
Why?
Vandalizing, no reason. Just skipping school, no reason. No reason.
And it was like they loved me out there, because they were just like,
tell me another one.
It's interesting. It's intriguing to the person who ain't never been through certain things.
It's still interesting to me.
But I can go out there and adapt with them and do everything they do, just like them. But they can't come over there and do what
exactly.
we do.
And that's why I would definitely say, though, the kids coming from where we come from, we have the upper hand, because we can operate in both environments.
Because it's one thing to learn something new, but it's another thing to have to actually lose what you held value in, and then have to learn it like that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But coming up, that's easier than going backwards.